Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Spark the Mic. I'm your host, Herbs. Right now, we're hanging out with Adelaide Pilar. Say what's up to everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Yeah, first off, we're right here live hanging out. You see the piano back there. You know, we just have a really good scene right now. We're about to get into this interview. So let's just start off with, I understand you came from Texas originally.
Yes, born and raised. I've been in California now for like 18 years now, though. But I still have my Texas area code and phone number with, yeah, and a lot of other Texas stuff that I'm too proud to give up. It's a big surprise, right? But yeah, so born and raised there. I did my undergrad there, so yeah, family's all there, and I'm here now.
Oh, okay. So talk about your undergrad, like your schooling and stuff, how that plays into your musician.
Well, as you well know, in Texas, football reigns everything. And the thing is about football is it always needs a marching band. So the music programs in Texas are actually really good and quite competitive. So I was a band kid. I played trumpet in the band and in jazz band. And so I didn't have people in my family that played music to learn from. It was always like a scholastic thing at first. And so I ended up doing my undergrad at Texas State in jazz studies, just outside of Austin in San Marcos. And yeah, did that on trumpet with some vocal stuff, and then came out here to do my master's.
Oh, okay. Where'd you get your master's in?
I went to Cal State LA, which I did a master's in Afro-Latin music, which really made my dad happy. Not at all. But yeah, it was. I was really into, especially Cuban music at the time, but a lot of the Afro-Cuban and Latin tropical stuff. So the Cal State was offering a master's program in that, so that's why I came out here and to play music, and I'm still here. So yeah.
I noticed that you have a set of congas there. Do you play, or is that
I
just
used
for
to. No, I used to play quite a bit in high school. Well, I started also playing drum set in 8th grade. But then I traded my drum set in for some congas because I was getting into Latin music, well, since the beginning. The reason I wanted to play trumpet was we had the Mambo King soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to play drums, but everyone wants to play drums. So the way that they kind of weed them out in Texas is if you had piano lessons, you could be in the drum section, but if you had it, you couldn't even try out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I ended up going to trumpet, which is actually one of the last instruments I picked. But 8th grade, started playing drum set, and then I wanted to do Latin percussion, so I traded my beautiful 80s Rogers drum set in for some congas, and took lessons on those. And also when I went to Cuba, I took drum lessons there. I'm really like, my chops are like, man, right now every once in a while I have a conga gig, but still know the fundamentals and can definitely fake it, you know, all right.
Now that you're talking about Cuba, have you ever been there?
Yes, I went twice. For 6 weeks each time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I studied. First time I went to the University of Havana just to work on my Spanish and get that going better, but also took drum lessons, dancing lessons, and singing lessons.
Oh, okay.
And then the second time I went, I just took private lessons. And it was everything from like singing rumba style songs to dancing like folklorico stuff, dancing the stuff from the religious dances, to even like, you know, the contemporary stuff. And I just wanted to learn it all. I took drum lessons from amazing percussionists. And I put everything on video, well, like tiny videos at the time. And they all got stolen on the way back. Aeromexico, man. Somebody took all the tapes.
Okay.
But I have a little bit left up here.
Well, at least you have memories there.
There's some memories left, yes, yeah. But it was an amazing experience. But I don't do too much Cuban stuff now. I still do. I do like some Celia Cruz stuff and whatever. But yeah, I was really heavy into it for a while.
Okay, let's talk about, now you're talking about music and that. What's the music that you're doing now? Because you have an album that came out a couple years ago.
A couple years ago we had an album came out, but then I'm just releasing. I actually finished, well, I had an album that came out in 2019, I think it was. And I just produced that and did all that on my own and put that out. And then I finished another album a couple years ago with Asdru Sierra from Ozo Motley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was a big fan of them growing up, and they won a couple Grammys, so some people know them. and we started making music together. So when we finished the album, we were advised not to release an album. That people don't, they're saying these days it's better to release singles, because as soon as you put an album out, everything's out there and then nobody cares anymore. Everyone's attention span is so short. So we've been releasing singles off the album. We released almost all of them. We still have a few left, and then we put some EP out, but it's a mix of everything. I mean, it's in the sense, it's similar to Ozo Motley in the sense there's hip hop and there's Latin and there's funk and there's horns, but it's kind of maybe a little bit more with my touch, I would like to say, on it. But I like to mix everything into it.
Okay.
I mean, I was a jazz major and Afro-Latin stuff. Like, I like music that's basically Africa rooted, or but also makes you move and is joyful and makes you want to dance and fun. Like, music's supposed to be a release.
Yes.
And so that's what we try to do with our music.
Okay, as far as the music now, was the instrumentation, was that all you? Were there like studio artists? Was there an actual band that you were playing with, or was it?
Yeah, it was.
Or was it a mix of all those things?
It was all those things. So it is. This is Frosty. He gets a little.
That's all right.
This guy. He just. If I hold him like this, he'll generally just calm down the whole time. It's ridiculous, I know. It's probably hard to take me serious when I'm talking with a dog in my arms like this. But it was all instruments. Some of it was Astor. Astor is a multi-instrumentalist too. But what happened generally is he would make kind of like a mock beat, and then I would start writing to it, and we'd pass it back and forth till we had like basically the skeleton of it. And then we'd send it off to our drummer, and then he would send us tracks, and then we'd import the drums. So it was like going to multiple studios. We use a lot of musicians from Austin, Texas too.
Okay.
I have a lot of friends from, they've won a bunch of Grammys too, Grupo Fantasma. They also have Brown Out and Brown Sabbath are their big projects. But we all went to college together, so I use some of their horns, and their guitar player often is on the track. So we're bouncing everything back and forth and importing stuff. There's I mean, some synthetic sounds when it comes to like some of the hip hop stuff. You're gonna hear some beats, but lots of it's real instruments. Yeah.
Did you guys ever do any sessions where it was like everybody was there and you guys recorded live? Or?
On this last album, no, actually. I think we just kind of pieced it together little by little. My album that I did before that, we went in the studio with like 4 people and just recorded all day. But even from that, we ended up cutting and pasting and copying and adding and stuff. So
okay.
It's a lot of patchwork recording these days.
Yeah, but patchwork recording is good. It has its advantages because you have more control over the different sounds that you can put in, as opposed to like, say, the artists together where everybody's like, no, I want to hear this, no, I want to hear that. No, but like that, you can really control and have more versatility.
Yeah, and it's sometimes it's too much when you have too many chefs in the kitchen, right?
Exactly, it spoils the soup. So.
Yeah, and that was the cool thing about Astro and I, is like we definitely work well together. I mean, obviously I can get kind of bossy sometimes, but he knows how to work around it, and he's a musical genius. So it's been really fun, like, because we have a lot of fun songs, what I call like Chola freestyle songs. Because it's like based on like old school stuff that we grew up in the 90s, and we're kind of silly, and he does a lot of like, it's almost like Cheech Marine sort of voices on the tracks in a way. Like we have a song called No Mames Bro and Chonies and Me Gusta and Bien Cute, where he's kind of like this personality, and I'm rapping, and but that's just like 4 of the songs out of the 12. It's kind of like all these little subgenres. And those songs we were writing like in 10 minutes, and we'd be laughing the whole time. It was a lot of fun.
Well, you got to keep the fun in it, because otherwise it turns into work. So you got to keep it going in a cool way like that. Like that.
And we did an EP that we released in February called Cumbias for Lovers, where we took like 5 really old school love songs and turned them into cumbias. So that's out now too.
Oh, okay.
Covers, it's I think you have to push and pull with covers and originals. Like, try to get someone's attention with the cover, and then like, okay, well, this is something original. But it's a really interesting time period these days, and people's attention spans are like phenomenally short, and it's tough.
Yeah, it is. Because you have social media, and you have it all, and it's just like people are like all over the place looking at everything at the same time.
So oversaturated the market is right now. So yeah, man, it's sometimes I'm just I feel like we're hitting our head kind of up against the wall, but you don't know what else to do. This is what you do, so you keep on doing it.
Yeah.
But it's tough sometimes. Yeah.
Well, you're definitely seasoned. I can say that.
Yeah. I try, and I always try to surround myself by people who are way better than me, like in my band and everything. You know, you want to be around people that push you and make you better.
Of course. Progression is key.
Yes. I hate being stagnant. That's like a big. I hate being stagnant.
When was the last time you played out with a live band? When you're talking about that.
Last weekend. I mean, October was slow, but like over the holidays, like starting next week to January 5th, I think I have about 35 gigs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
what are
bananas.
those?
Most of them are gonna be during the holidays. I gig at Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm. So that, and then a couple like winter wine festivals and a couple club stuff here or there. But it's about to get real busy. So, and that's with my band, live, all that stuff.
How many pieces are in the band?
The main group that I take more often than not is a 5-piece because it's like the affordable piece that everyone has. But we do go up to 8 pieces.
Okay.
So like we have a gig coming up where I have an all-girl horn section.
Oh, nice.
And I have a girl drummer now, and
I guess you're in the horn section, right? Yes.
Well, yes, I'm singing up front with my trumpet, but then I have a girl on sax and trombone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that man, these girls they don't play like girls. It sounds really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, but that's.
I like to hear that
treat.
sometimes.
Yeah, but it's hard, man. You know, with the money and things being short. Doing an 8-piece band gig doesn't happen as often as I would like. It's tough. That's why everyone's like always cutting down. Like, how can you play with tracks and less people because of the budget these days?
Yeah.
But it does take a little bit of your soul out when you can't play with other people. You know?
It's different.
I did a track gig yesterday, and it's like, yeah.
How long are you recording sessions that you've been doing recently?
Oh, it just depends. And shoot, like the older I get, the shorter they need to be. You know, like I get vocally tired, or I can be a real head case in the studio. If things aren't if I'm not doing things right or up to how I want to sound, I can really go down a dark hole. And
So you're a perfectionist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well you have to be though. If you're making music, you gotta like try to.
And that's kind of the cool thing about Azure. I think he's like one of the first people that figures out how to deal with me like that. And we're like, yeah, you go take a break, relax and come back. And so sometimes I really hate the studio. I'd rather just perform, But it's not even, and even that, it's like I'd rather just perform, but now we have to do social media and we have to do, YouTube and merch and everything because it's not about playing music anymore.
It's about more like marketing yourself now.
And being a brand and blah, blah,
exactly,
blah. But whatever, it's cool.
I noticed you bring up Azure a lot.
Yeah, we've been working on a lot of stuff.
Have you ever played with him, Rose Motley?
Yes, well that's kind of how it worked. Well, first we were doing a project where both of our bands were playing, and then I subbed for him. He couldn't do a couple of gigs.
Oh, okay.
And then we started working on some music together. And that was like over 4 years ago. So.
Okay. Have you done anything with them since? Or
I've opened up for them a few times. Yeah, well, lots of them are on the album. So Uli, the sax player, he's on a handful of my tracks. And then Justin, the rapper percussionist, is on one of my tracks. I just did something with their drummer because I'm about to release a Christmas cumbia that we just finished.
Oh, wow, nice.
So, I mean, all those guys are the homies. And then I've opened up for them, and they'll sit in with me, or they'll ask me to sit in. Their audience is definitely one that I'm trying to aim for, because the similarities of, I think, that's the thing, too. It's like, how do you find your audience? How do you market to them? How do you get to them?
Find your niche,
Yeah. So, sorry, maybe I didn't mean to talk about it so much. It's just everything we've been doing musically has been kind of like this partnership. We've been even writing music for other people and for TV stuff.
Yeah, well, that's informational, so that's okay even talking about it.
Yeah, like, you should read here, huh?
Yeah.
No. We're really, no, he's busy.
Have you ever gone on tour with them, or just kind of just like played around here locally?
No,
or?
just did like with them. With them, you mean, or
Yeah, or even
other
opened up
brother?
for them, or you know.
Yeah, I've
sat
opened up for
in
them
or-
like about 3 different times. I did. We did the OC Observatory. We did Venice West. We did something in Ontario. Yeah, so we opened up a few times for them, and then Astrid plays with me quite a bit. When he's not working, he'll come in
Yeah.
because then we can do some of our songs together.
Oh, nice.
So he's doing 2 dates with me this month. We're going to be in Burbank at the Winter Wine Walk on the 23rd. It's like a free show. It's 6:45 to 8 p.m. in downtown Burbank, like out in the streets. So, and we'll do a couple Ozo songs too.
Okay.
So them and yeah, no, but I've gone out of town with no tours. The last tour I was on was a while ago. It was a couple years ago. I went with a guy named Andy Grammer, pop artist.
Oh, okay.
And I was just doing horn stuff.
Oh, good.
But shoot, it's like you make more money staying in town doing corporate gigs and tribute shows than you do going on tour these days. So it's another thing. So sorry, getting all the dog sounds in the background.
It's alright.
Those are dogs. Those are not us. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Like you're still doing it. You're still getting out there, and,
I don't know what else
and during
to
the
do.
day you're teaching, right?
Yeah. Right now, I just do private. I've worked at schools before, but I have about 17 private students.
Oh, nice.
Lots of them are siblings. Like I teach multiple kids in the house, or drop by little
Oh,
houses.
okay.
Teach the children.
Alright.
Yeah.
You're pretty proficient at piano, I take it.
No, actually not too
No, you're
much
not.
at all. No, like I mean I can teach because I teach like the reading class. I had to take piano in college. And then like if I need to read some chords or stuff, but no, it's a shame. I can't make this piano sound as good as it should, or that one over there.
Okay.
It's good for teaching. It looks legit, right?
It's nice.
That's
That one's
that's
nice
the
over
good
there, too.
one.
The rose.
Yeah, that's the good one. Yeah, but again, I don't make it sound as nice as it should.
Is there anything that you're currently working on people can expect to see like within the next month or two?
Yes, so Christmas cumbia coming out
Okay.
the 29th, right after Thanksgiving. We just did a cumbia version of Mamacita, ¿Dónde está Santa Claus?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're making a music video for it on Thursday, and I'm so excited because we rented like a 1964 Impala convertible, and I'm dressing Astro up like Cholo Claus, and Frosty's gonna be in it too. And yeah, it's gonna be a simple little video because nobody really gives a shit about videos that are longer than 20 seconds anyways. But you gotta put something out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
so yeah, so that'll come out then, and then there's a really cool performance happening November 16th at a place called Verse LA in North Hollywood. And yeah, and then like all the park shows, you know, we'll be living with roller coasters and Mickey Mouse and
Okay.
who is it now? Oh, Charlie Brown. That guy too. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to put out there that our viewers will want to check out?
Well, definitely, the main thing, my main objective is getting people to Spotify and YouTube.
Okay.
Go check out the songs, go check out the original stuff. I do a lot of cover shows, I do tribute shows, I do all sorts of stuff, but in the end, it's trying to get people to hear the original stuff, hear the Spotify. My name is kind of hard to spell sometimes, so maybe you could put it like on the screen right now. It says Adelaide Pilar. Yeah, this is how you spell it. But definitely there, or YouTube. We've done a lot of fun music videos, like homemade fun videos, so go check them out. That's the main thing, but we have the website, AdelaidePilar.com, and you can get links to the videos there, to the music streaming. We have merch, we have shirts and hats, and yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. Well, you heard it right here on Spark the Mic Show. I'm Herbs with Adelaide Pilar, and we're signing off for tonight. Take care, much love, respect, and we're out. Peace.